What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to tell you how you can always be a profitable trader and never lose in this business. So if you want to be a profitable trader and you don't want to keep losing in this business and you want to be a consistent full-time trader, you need to change your mindset. A lot of traders, they think every trade that they put on, it has to give them some profits, and if they lose on one single trade after, let's say for example, one trader, he or she, they take like 5-6 trades in one trading session. Out of like 5 trades, 4 trades is profitable, but only one single trade becomes a losing trade. And now in that scenario, either that one losing trade is so big that it just, all those profits, they don't cover up for that one single losing trade, or they get so emotional that they cannot get over that loss they took on that one single trade. So what they do instead is that they start over trading, they get frustrated, they get exhausted, and they take boredom trades and trades that are not their A+ setup that they should be looking for in the first place. Now what happens, they start losing bit by bit on every single trade they take after that 5th trade that was a losing trade, and they lose all their profits and sometimes plus a lot of losses that accumulate after that 5th trade that they lost in the first place. So what you can do in order to shift yourself from being a loser in the trading business to become a profitable trader all the time is to change your mindset. Think of it this way. If I take, for example, let's say 3 trades per trading session, and if every trade that I take, I only look for 1 to 2 at least, or minimum 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio on every trade that I take, I only need to be profitable in 1 trade out of those 3 trades in order to stay break even. So if my trades, if even let's say I take 3 trades and 2 trades goes against the direction that I wanted initially, that one single trade will take care of all the losses that I took on the last 2 trades. So how you can become a profitable trader and become consistent in trading? The way you can do it is start looking for higher quality setups and do not get emotional just because you lost in one trade. Always look at trading in the long run. You're here to trade for the next 10 years, not for the next day or so. So if I take a trade and if I lose on that one single trade, I don't care about that losing trade because I know that I'm going to be sticking to this business for the next 10, 20, or until I'm alive, for let's say hypothetically. And if I stick to my strategy and if I have a system, if I have solid risk management, I'm eventually going to get over that loss. If one trade goes against me, the next one is not going to go against me. Or even if the next one goes against me, the third one, if it goes in profit, it will take care of all the losses that it took on the last 2 trades. Why? Because I always keep my 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio trade rule always placed in every time that I take a trade. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go over all the 3 signals that I sent out on my Discord, and I'm going to show you exactly how I took care of all my trades. One trade, the first one was a profitable trade, nice decent green on that trade. The second one was a loser, and the third one again was a profitable trade. I had a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio on all my trades, and for that reason I was still profitable nicely at the end of the day when I finished my trading session. So let's look at all the signals that we sent out today on our Discord. By the way, the Discord is completely free and you can join the Discord by clicking the link in my bio on my Instagram. The Instagram link is also in the description below. So you can click on the link, go on my bio and click on the link that is posted on my Instagram to join my Discord. It's completely free, and you guys, and I give away all these signals every single day. I trade live with all the members just completely for free. So you're not going to be charged anything. Now, without further ado, let's go over all the signals that we sent out and let's see what lesson we learned from all these trades today. So overall, I took 3 trades And out of these 3 trades, I had 2 profitable trade and 1 losing trade. So the first one that we were looking for was at 9:22 a.m. on May 30th. I was looking for a short position on Euro USD. Euro was sitting at a supply zone. So if you guys look at this, I'm also going to go over the chart and show you. But if you look at Euro was sitting at a supply zone, but DXY, which was the dollar index, was approaching this demand zone. So the trade thesis that I had in mind was that if DXY comes to this demand zone and if Euro USD goes into the supply zone, that means that if I short Euro, dollar is going to go up, Euro is going to go down, right? So I had that in mind, and I was waiting for Euro to come back to the supply zone in order for me to take that trade. But what happened, I stayed patient. I had my plan. I knew where I'm going to get in, but I stuck to my plan and I did not get in because Euro did not give me the entry. Instead, so we did not take any trade. Instead of Euro USD, we took a trade on GBP USD. So GBP was already sitting on that supply zone that I had in mind. So I shorted GBP USD. I said trying a short here on GBP USD, a little riskier sort of trade, but I have a tight stop out above the high of day. And that red line is basically my stop loss. Now, we got in on this trade at 9:33. And here we go. At 9:36, our profit target already hit. That was the first profit target, and the second profit target hit at 9:39. So that was the first trade of the day that we took. Then I moved my stop loss to break even, and then at 9:44 I was out of the last portion of the position. And that was it for the first trade. Then the second trade, what happened? SPX started flushing down. It was here that SPX came into a demand zone, and I tried to go long. I made a mistake on this trade. I had a demand zone a little bit below this price in addition to the demand zone that I had here, and I did not wait for a liquidity grab below this candle. If you guys go to my previous videos, I explain about liquidity grab. So I did not wait for this liquidity grab, and so what happened, I got in and then I got stopped out right away on I got in here and then I got stopped out right here at the bottom, which is my stop loss. And then guess what? The trade went in my favor. The trade went exactly how I predicted it wanted to, but it stopped me out first. Why? Because I did not wait for that liquidity grab. The liquidity grab is very critical. And if you go back to the first video I've posted, you'll see that on that video I explained what liquidity grab is on the first couple videos, and I explain exactly what you need to look for. But it was okay. I said, so it was holding up nicely. A stop hit. I was out of the trade as soon as the stop loss hit. And I mentioned that the trade setup was there, not regretting taking it, but it's okay. We take losses, but the loss was so minimal that I didn't care about that losing position because I had a 1 to 2 risk to reward on my trade on, look at this. So my stop loss was here on GBP and my take profit was here. So I had a 1 to 2 risk to reward on my trade. So I didn't care if the trade goes against me on the next one. I had a 1 to 2 on the first one. So let's say, for example, if I was risking $100 on the first trade, I made $200. Now on the second trade, same position applies. If I'm risking $100, I'm looking to make $200. But I lost $100, I'm still profitable $100 because of the first trade, right? Now, what happened on the next trade, I posted that I'm taking a stab here at USD CHF long. Why? Because US dollar was sitting on a demand, as well as USD was sitting at a demand. And I was like, okay, so USD is going to go up more than likely compared to CHF. And also USD CHF was also on a demand zone. So I said DXY and USD CHF both are in a demand zone. So there's a high chance we can get this long. So let's see how it plays out. Because this one was a super high probability for me, I added to my position. So I always go with like 2 positions open. This one, I doubled my position. And it went in my favor. I still had that cushion. If my stop loss were to hit, I would have been break even for the day and I would have called it a day. But thank God it went in my favor and I made double the amount that I used to risk. So Then let's go another nice green day in the books. Target hit on this position, and then I was like, I'm gonna leave some runners with stop loss at break even. And at 10:51 a.m. I said congrats to anyone who took the trade with me. The trade is risk free now because we moved our stop loss to break even. And then I had this one last portion of the position left when the instrument was trading at here. And then I took my profit, and these are all the positions that I took on USD CHF, and that was it for the day. Now let's go over the charts and show you exactly what was the thesis behind everything. So first was Euro USD. Euro USD, I was looking to catch a short here, but this trade, so it came all the way up here where I circled, and it didn't touch my supply zone, so I didn't take my entry. I was like, it's okay. Then I moved on to GBP USD. GBP USD, that was my entry right at the top here. How do I catch exactly the tops and bottoms? The reason is because, for example, the Euro USD, I didn't take the trade because it didn't touch my supply zone. But GBP USD, look at it. It was literally the top of the move. So I caught this, and it started moving down. And it was into that supply zone. So the next one was USD CHF. On USD CHF, we said that DXY was sitting on a demand, and USD CHF was also sitting on a demand. So if I go back to the 1 hour chart, I had a demand zone on the 1 hour. Then if I go down to the 15 minute, I had a demand zone formed on the 15-minute candle, this part. And then if I go down to the 5 minute, I had a demand zone formed on the 5 minute. So what kind of trading strategy this was? This was a confluence strategy trade. What that means is that I took this trade. I was like, the reason I took it was that I had a demand zone on the 5 minute, on the 15 minute, and also on the 1 hour. What else could I want from this trade? Like, this is super high probability for my trading strategy. Keep in mind, this is my trading strategy, so that does not necessarily mean that it has to work for somebody else. Because trading, remember, 80% of trading is psychology. So I took my entry right here at this red candle, and then it faked down a little bit. My stop loss was below the low of day. I had a wider stop loss on this one because I had a strong gut feeling that this is going to move up. The only problem with the trade was that I took my last portion of the trade very early. I got a little emotional on my profits. I was like, I'm up nicely for the day. I don't want to lose on this trade. So I took profit on the last one at the top here. But guess what? It moved higher, and it's still, market is still open and it's still moving. So guys, that was it for the trades that I took today. And keep in mind, I had 3 trades, 1 losing trade, which 2 trades were profitable, and I still made it out nicely green for the day. So in this video, I just wanted to show you that how you can always be profitable. If you have a solid risk management plan, and if you know that your system is working, that means if you just get emotional on your trades, if you take 1 losing trade, you're just gonna ruin everything in your trading career. So I'm not saying stop being emotional. We're human beings, and us as humans, we always have emotions. But instead, what you can do is to minimize all those emotions and try to act wisely on your trade, and do not take any boredom trades. If you lose on 1 trade, you're here for the long run, and you're gonna make it back in the next or couple trade or so. So with that being said, I hope you guys love this video. Make sure you guys give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe and comment down below what you want to see in the future videos. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.